Hello, Mars. So, coming to your points where you said, the design is looking flat and you wanted the location to be upfront and yeah, represent the physical academy first, instructors courses can come later, and like you want to basically emphasize on the location. I don't think that's a good idea because if first and foremost, I did some research on other aviation schools that exist in India. For example, Indira Gandhi Academy and Madhya Pradesh Academy. Okay, just to understand what space is this website going to be in and who are its direct competitors. Secondly, based on my understanding of this website, what I can say is that people that are interested in aviation and are looking for courses to become pilots, whether it be a part-time course or whether it be a full-time course, their primary goal of our target users is to know more about the courses so that they can understand if this is the right course for them and if they'd like to sign up and enroll as a student. Now, the thing is, if I give the location emphasis and put this on the very front or put this as the first or second information point on the screen, it is going to be unnecessary because that is not what our primary users are looking for in the first place. Instead, if you look at our competitors also, the first and foremost thing they'd like to see when they land on this page is to know more about the academy, understand how the academy looks like, what courses they offer, who their instructors are, which is why in my first design, I've shown images of the actual academy so they can get a sense of what the place is like, followed by meet our instructors section where they can see a summary of the credibility of the instructors. For example, this guy is Captain Tapesh Kumar, right? Okay, so for instance, he was, say, a Fly Emirates pilot. He's from IIT Bangalore, a 2015 graduate, and he has 10 plus years of flying experience. Right. So this is basically just summarizing all this information so they can, at a glance, know who they are going to be taught by and establish credibility for this academy. Second most important information was the courses offered. So according to the current website and whatever information I've got from you all, there are two kinds of courses you guys offer. One is ground classes, which I did some research on myself and found out that these are basically classes that they study in classrooms, understand the basics of aviations, like they'll have textbooks and they'll have a flying simulator, which they would use before they actually get into a real plane and practice, right? Which is why I've used this image to represent what ground classes are. And I've given a view details link over here so that they can go and check out a courses page where they can see everything about the course. For example, how many weeks is the course for, what subjects are covered in this course, if they need to do any homework before enrolling into this course, and so on. Similarly, for program with college students, I'm assuming that I haven't been able to find anything about program for college students on other websites because there's no part-time course as such that I've seen. But based on my understanding, this I think is a part-time enrollment where they would be studying pretty much the same thing that ground classes students would be studying, but on a more flexible and limited basis. Third most important thing when they come on the site is probably to understand why are they choosing this particular aviation academy, or what is it about this academy that stands out, right? So in the current website design of this aviation school, under achievements and results, you guys have mentioned high passing rate, toppers in all DGCA exams, so the first two information points, high passing rate and toppers in DGCA exams, are achievements, yes. However, online and offline classes being offered by a academy is not an achievement. It is a feature that the academy is offering. Secondly, ATPL level knowledge, saying that you cover ATPL syllabus as well. Once again, I don't think that's an achievement. I think that is another feature that helps you all stand out, which is why instead of naming this section achievements and results, I've named it why choose us. Or if you're not okay with the content, we can be flexible about it and change it to what makes us unique or what makes us stand out, right? And I don't think there's a separate page required for why choose us or achievements and results, because whatever points you guys have mentioned are all over here. And if you have more information to give me about this, sure, I can look into it and decide if it should be a separate page or whether it should be mentioned over here itself. After all the important information, such as instructors, courses offered, and what makes us stand out is covered, I think showing the location makes sense. However, uh, we could also have client testimonials before showing the location, because the thing is, uh, regarding location, when people on Google search for aviation schools in India or aviation schools in New Delhi, I think it is the search engine optimization or the development person's job to ensure that this result pops up in the first four or first five. And even if it doesn't pop up here, once they scroll through all the credibility and they see the location here, they'll know that, okay, this is in New Delhi. So I was thinking of having an option next to this profile icon saying, showing the location over here as Delhi. However, generally, uh, in other websites, the practice is that if you're going to show a location up top in the navigation bar, it needs to have more than one location because it is an interaction, it's a selection. But we could show it up top so that the users know immediately that this is in New Delhi. So I can do that if you'd like. However, I don't agree with showing the location up front because there are more important information points that the user would like to see before they decide to enroll in this or to understand whether this is a legitimate academy based in Delhi. So these are my reasons for using this design. Coming to the design options, I think the second option is better because once you land on this page, if you have a banner that is showing a video of different planes that are flying and different planes that are a part of the academy, it'll be more interesting for the user and will help us reduce the bounce rate. Because once you see different planes flying, it's more visually appealing. So they would be more interested to know about this academy and see what all is covered. So also over here, by using these lines to separate each section, like meet our instructors, courses offered, why choose us, it's making it visually each section more distinct. I know it's just a line, but this line does make a difference in some cases. And yeah, which is why I'm recommending the second design. And coming to your other point regarding the design has to be refreshed and uh, a gradient. I think you had mentioned something about adding gradients and yeah, basically some sections could be in different colors and gradients. See, if you want me to add gradients just for the sake of it, I can add it. That's not a problem. But there has to be a reason behind the gradients. Personally, I'm not a visual designer. I'm a UX designer. However, I have a little bit of experience working as a hybrid designer basically who does user experience as well as visual design. And what I can say is, yeah, sure, I can play around with colors and try out different gradients, but there has to be a specific reason for those gradients. Like if I highlight Meta instructors in a certain gradient and use another gradient for courses offered, use another gradient for why choose us, and just add gradients everywhere, it's going to be messy and there's not going to be really a purpose being served there. Here, I've made the design clean and simple so that whenever users land here, absorbing all the information is easy and takes less time and it's more efficient. So these were my points for coming up with these designs. Please go let me know if you have any further questions about this and what changes you'd like to see. And I get it, you're in Calcutta, I'm in Toronto, so there's a big time difference. But from next time, I think it'll be better if you could have a call and discuss these things so that, I guess the communication is more efficient and yeah, basically that's what it is. So yeah, please do check this out. Let me know if you have any questions and we can get on a call soon. All right. Thank you.